As COVID-19 restrictions are eased on the Las Vegas Strip, we are inching our way towards normalcy, and that includes the return of nightlife, Brian.
Yeah, a lot of good numbers heading in the right direction, but nightclubs will look a lot different, at least at first. Orko Man live in the Strip tonight with more on what he's hearing from industry leaders. Orko.
Well, Brian and Denise, for years, a typical night out for many here on the Las Vegas Strip involved partying at nightclubs at the various properties, but that trend is changing, and experts tell me, especially following COVID-19, nightclubs might never be the same again.
We wanted to do something very different here.
Lorenzo Dumani has something majestic in mind for this dirt lot near the Las Vegas Strip. Just feet away from the convention center expansion is where he's building the Majestic Las Vegas, a non-gaming, non-smoking resort, and it'll have a new form of nightlife.
No DJs allowed.
The Majestic will not have a nightclub. Instead, there will be live entertainment near the pool area. Dumani tells me tastes are transforming, and COVID-19 has sped up that process.
I think behaviors are going to change to a more physically safer and healthier environment. Do you really think people anymore want to be crammed in a room with 2,000 or 3,000 20-something-year-olds?
For more and more people, the answer to that question is no, even prior to the pandemic. According to data from the LVCVA, only 2% of visitors surveyed in 2019 said they had been to a hotel nightclub that charged a cover fee. That number has been dropping for the last 4 years. Meanwhile, 21% of visitors said they went to a freestanding bar or lounge with no cover. That's up from 2018. So, are nightclubs dead?
You always want to be careful about giving something last rites.
UNLV hospitality expert David Schwartz says over the past 20 years, Vegas's nightclub scene has adapted to many changes, and he expects that'll happen now, too.
It's a little bit hard to imagine what a socially distanced dance floor would look like, but I think they might want to experiment with different ways of configuring the rooms and different kinds of programming just to see what people do react to in the post-pandemic environment.
First up to bat is the Omnia nightclub at Caesars Palace, which resumes operations in March. Only the terrace area will be open, and safety is a top priority. Hakkasan Group saying it's implementing touchless menu systems and rigorous cleaning plans.
But when things get tougher, you got to give a little.
Anthony Curtis with the tourism newsletter Las Vegas Advisor anticipates long-term alterations because of the economic hit nightclubs took from coronavirus closures.
What we've seen in the past, I don't think is ever going to come back. You're not going to see the DJs making the kind of money they made. You're not going to see them spending the money going after these high-priced people and these high-priced effects.
Let's make the toast!
Dumani recognizes club culture won't disappear, but as he prepares to break ground on the Majestic Las Vegas this fall, he hopes his luxury lounges offer a different option.
I've always thought it's something that's kind of sorely missing from Vegas.
Now, experts stress, despite our evolving party scene, there will always be a market for the traditional nightclub. Reporting live on the Las Vegas Strip tonight, Orko Man, 8 News Now.